And I have a requested video requested by Ella Jane. Ella Jane wanted me to do some reactions to Paranormal Quest, which I thought, why not? I love their videos anyway, so it doesn't bother me. And I actually had the privilege of meeting Ryan and Dave when they were here, when they visited, which was lovely. Very lovely people, very kind. Yeah, so it was a really, really awesome opportunity. Adelaide's Haunted Horizons made that all possible, so we've got the lovely people of Adelaide's Haunted Horizons to thank for that. So yeah, this is a requested video for me to react to Paranormal Quest videos. Now, before we go much further, I just wanted to let everybody know that it is a paranormal reaction live stream. If it's not of interest to you, then please don't watch, because it will not be an enjoyable experience for you. But otherwise, if you are into paranormal and everything to do with the afterlife, then watch this, because these videos are all very good. I've watched so many of their videos over the years. So the one that I'm going to go with is their latest video, which is Seeking the Spirit of a Real Life Monster Paranormal Activity. This one here. Looks pretty interesting, so we'll start with that. Bit of an ad to begin with. Well, that's okay, that's all good. I don't like skipping ads unless I absolutely have to, because that's how YouTubers get paid. Like, for example, if it was a 3-minute ad, because that's happened before, I've skipped it, but if it's one of these ads, it's fine. Doesn't bother me. You know, I really love doing reaction videos. It's my first one, and I can't wait.
There's a bunch of people still there, and they're kind of watching you.
Right inside. This was hell.
He would have these hallucinations instructing him to carry out these evil, vicious acts. We were invited tonight by Amy's Crypt. The Paranormal Encounters are also joining us for this investigation.
There's shadow figures in that building. I've had footsteps.
Tonight at Crescent Sanatorium and Prison, we are going to be trying to communicate with a real-life monster. Whoa. What? Whoa. What was that?
What was that, man? Hello?
Whoa. What the hell was that, dude?
No way.
Dude, that's what it was.
Are you serious?
You were an absolute monster, weren't you?
What was that?
What? A
What was
rock
that?
just got thrown at us, dude.
These voices from God, these hallucinations, do you still experience them?
Yes, I do.
All right, so here we are at the former Crescent Sanitarium and Prison. This is our third time here on the property, and we were invited tonight by Amy's Crypt. The Paranormal Encounters are also joining us for this investigation. Tonight we are going to be investigating some aspects of the history of this prison and some of the buildings of this prison that we have yet to cover.
Yeah, Jason, I am so excited for this night, for this investigation, because as we've said, from the moment we stepped foot on property here back in July of 2020.
Sorry to pause. Just wanted to say that I love hearing about the history of buildings. It's really good when they go into the history of buildings, because I'm obviously from Australia. I don't know the history about where they're investigating, so I really love it when they go into the history side of things, and I hope you do as well.
21. There's no way to investigate this complex in 1 night, in 2 nights, in 3 nights, or in 10 nights. This place is massive. So we are here for 2 nights, a 2-part series of Paranormal Quest at Crescent Sanatorium and Prison. And tonight, not only are we going to be focusing on the aspects of the prison history that made Crescent so notorious, but we're going to try and communicate with one man in particular, one of the most notorious inmates to ever serve time at SCI Crescent. His name was Joseph Callinger.
Do you think you'd murder me, Joe?
Yes.
That's gruesome, Joe. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
You don't blame me if I say I hope you never get out of this place.
I hope I never do either.
Joseph Callinger and his young son both would break into people's houses, torture the families, and ultimately they were a part of 3 people's deaths. He was considered criminally insane, and before he was transferred here to SCI Crescent, he spent a couple decades actually in a confined psychiatric hospital. And in 1996, Joe Callinger passed away here on the grounds of Crescent in the RHU, the Restricted Housing Unit. He had a seizure and passed away from a heart attack.
Hello, thank you so much for joining. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I mean, I just love hearing about the history. Yeah, I'm from Australia. Yeah, South Australia, Adelaide.
So do you want to go over and see the cell block where Joseph Callinger died? Because that is going to be a very important area for us to focus tonight.
Let's go.
Before we head over, though, not only is it Jason, Dave, myself, but joining us here tonight is Miranda.
Hello.
Are you excited tonight to finally get to see Crescent Sanatorium and Prison in the dark?
I am very excited. I was here for the photography tour, and that was so much fun. So getting to see it at night, it's gonna be creepy.
It is gonna get so creepy. So let's go over to the RHU and talk more about Joseph Callinger, and hopefully tonight we can possibly communicate with his spirit if it is left behind here. At Crescent Sanatorium and Prison, we are gonna be trying to communicate with a real-life monster. Let's head over.
Let's do it. I've been obsessed with belts for a long time. I wear a belt every day, and there was like 3 things that always drove me crazy about belts.
That's a 1 minute
This
ad.
complex started...
Reason why I skipped that is because that's a 1 minute ad. I'm not comfortable watching a 1 minute ad, so hopefully that won't be a problem. Yeah, the only ones I skip are the ones that go for a minute or 2 minutes, because it's just all, yeah.
as a tuberculosis sanatorium to treat patients suffering with an infection of the tubercle bacillus bacteria that causes the deadly disease tuberculosis, an affliction that took the lives of thousands of people on this land. We'll explore this history and make it the focus of our investigation in the second part of this 2-night investigation. But eventually, in 1987, this would become a prison known as the State Correctional Institution Crescent, and until 2013, would house some of Pennsylvania's most violent criminals. This isolated prison would quickly gain a terrible reputation, and in just a short time, abuse, violence, and isolation would take the lives of inmates here. One of those inmates was Joseph Callinger.
Yeah, I was reading stuff about Callinger, and apparently at one point he had his boys, before he, one of the 2, dig a pit in the basement of his house, and when they finished digging the pit, he never allowed them to come back to the house again. Well, he would have these hallucinations, and these voices is what he felt was commanding him and ordering him, instructing him to carry out these, just evil, vicious acts.
And one of his victims, one of the people that he ended up ending their lives, one of his 3 documented victims, was his 14-year-old son. And I remember watching an interview where he talked about why he did it and how he was being instructed by these hallucinatory voices to eliminate all of mankind.
At the end of murdering all the people on earth, I was going to murder my own family and then take my own life and become God.
And this is the exact person that hopefully we're going to be able to communicate with tonight.
Jason, you've got a little bit of a redemption that you need to do in here tonight, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, last time Steve and I had done the Estes in the RHU, and not just during that session, but even earlier on that day when I came in here alone, it was just the feeling, and I can already tell it's getting heavy. Yeah, this is...
I love the old buildings, you know. These buildings have so much history and so much stuff that, you know, so many people have gone through here. Yeah, it's just so much would have happened in these buildings, and we're going to learn more about it, I'm sure, as this video goes along.
This is just intense in here. I can't quite figure it out, but see, the thing is too that we have to understand and remember is that one of the many reasons Crescent was closed, the prison, was due to abuse of the inmates, and evidently they were housing many of their mentally ill, criminally insane inmates in the RHU, which was 22.5-hour lockup, basically. So
the reason for the closure was the Department of Justice did an investigation into the prison, and they found that there were unsafe conditions for the inmates. Most of it was abuse, is why they closed the prison. I think there's been a couple lawsuits out on treatment of inmates as well.
By the way, this was very common to happen, so for those of you who didn't know that, it's actually a very common thing for acts like that to happen, just in case you didn't know.
There's definitely documented abuse, unfortunately, of the inmates.
yeah, you can see there literally is no bunk. It's a concrete slab, and you've got those eye hooks where they could essentially strap an inmate down.
Leonardo da Vinci seems to have encrypted the Great Pyramid of Giza into the Vitruvian Man, along with it.
Probably leave them in there for who knows how long.
There it is.
Hell. Right inside, this was hell.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Can you feel that? Just this.
It's heavy.
Well, Joseph Callinger, if you were here, or any of the other inmates here of the Crescent State Correctional Institution, my name is Ryan, this is Jason, Dave, and Miranda, and we are here tonight to speak to you and learn your story. We'd love to know if you're still here, if you can still communicate with us from the other side, and we would love to get a chance to see if Joseph Callinger still believes in his delusions on the other side. We hope you'll come out and talk to us tonight.
Everything that's on record is he, had a heart attack, but we've heard from different people that he ended up choking on his own vomit because he was eating a blanket.
Oops.
I don't know if they've documented that too much, but I do know it. His official cause of death was a heart attack, but we know that he was one to eat things. Obviously, he tried to swallow a spoon. He would rip up his blankets and try to eat them as well. So kind of in not a great way to go.
These voices from God, these hallucinations, do you still experience them?
Yes, I do.
Often?
Often.
Do you ever feel violent?
Yes, I do.
What do you feel like doing?
Killing people.
It's interesting looking at this building, Building 7. because you can see that it was modified for the prison with the bars on the windows and everything that makes it a prison building, and it was used for maintenance. So you had a lot of storage in here of shovels, of mops, of different things that were used to take care of the grounds of the prison. But hiding underneath the surface of that is its history and its past, when it was used for the sanatorium as a morgue, where almost every single person who passed away at the San would have been taken before they were released back to be buried by their families. So there is reported to be a lot of paranormal activity in this building, and some people have even seen a dark shadow that is said to chase people out of here. I'm excited to see this.
Let's go see if we can find that shadow.
It originally started out actually as an indoor pool, and then it became the morgue in the 1930s, and it was a laboratory and a surgical ward at the same time. So I imagine that they did do a lot of autopsies and embalming there because it was the morgue.
Look at this.
Hmm.
What even is this?
This looks like it is the tunnels, but it's not.
So the tunnel is connected all the way from building 1 all the way up to building 7. So the tunnels, we think, would have spanned the entire property, but the main tunnel that is still there is from building 1 to building 5, but it did have an offshoot that went underneath the west wing to building 7. And it unfortunately was collapsed when the prison built one of the cell blocks, is why it's no longer accessible.
But you want to talk about something interesting to try. I mean, how far back this tunnel actually goes underneath of the ground and connecting to the actual morgue / maintenance building. Wouldn't this be an interesting place to set up to do an Estes Method spirit box session?
Yes.
Set the person who's listening down here at the end of this long hallway / tunnel in this chair, and everyone else out there asking questions.
Miranda, you want to do it?
I'm down.
Heck yeah.
I know that there have been former employees who saw shadow figures in that building. I've had footsteps coming at me on the tile.
I just wonder where at down here were they stored at? Was it that hallway we were just in? Were they stored up on either side, or?
I don't know, that's the thing.
I just want to say, just look at how the building is. I like old buildings, the heritage in them. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be a prison. It can be just an old building, and I like to look at them, even if it is a prison, because the detail is, it's still there, and I love it. I love looking at older buildings, and the history I love the most. The history, definitely.
Everything looks so sterile and medical in here. These walls are not from the maintenance. You don't have this very sterile type of environment for a maintenance shed.
No.
Yeah, the tile work looks a lot like what you'd expect to see in a morgue.
Yes. So number 2, the spot that we're going to focus on tonight, the former morgue turned maintenance building here at Crescent Sanatorium and Prison.
Hang on a sec. Sorry, everybody. The connection just cut out for a moment. Back
For a
again.
third location, I think we need more cells. This is our prison night, remember? Tomorrow night's our sanatorium night, when we focus on the deaths from the tuberculosis hospital.
Exactly.
Let's go to J. We've never done J.
Let's do it.
Let's go to J.
There would have to have been death in there.
Hey, freelancer! Henry makes all your freelance tax stuff so easy. Okay, here's how it works. I get paid into my Henry account. Henry automatically calculates and pays my tax for me, which means I can spend more time doing what I love, which is not doing my tax. Like solving mysteries.
Like what sort of mysteries?
Like, who keeps texting my ex from my phone?
Is it you?
Yeah. Never think about tax again. Head to henry.com.au.
Steady CAD. Absolutely pathetic that it is.
So Jay, they actually had run out of space in the old RHU, and that's why they needed to build this building and put the new RHU in there. And there was a lot of mistreatment of inmates as well in that building. Some forced feedings that were documented on record, and a lot of just mental anguish for these prisoners that were in this building. It's a really, really eerie building when you walk in because it's so dark. There's not a lot of natural light that comes in.
Man, oh man, look at this.
Thinking of what happened there and then walking into the building, you just have this sense of heaviness, and it's like the air's really thick. And for me, it just feels like there's a bunch of people still there.
I mean, you're locked in, right? And I would imagine this would eliminate a lot of issues that they would have with violence in the showers or around the showers. So, you know,
Yeah.
you have your own little shower standing right here. Locked in most of the time. Barely any room to move around in here, though.
Yeah, those are pretty tiny.
Just like the restricted housing unit in Building I, where Callinger was held, the RHU in Building J was 23 hours a day locked down for days, months, or even years. It was these conditions in this building that resulted in inmates taking their own lives, which attracted the attention of the Department of Justice, leading to the ultimate closure of SCI Crescent.
So this, Jason, is not
Wow.
the block that we were in last time where we kept hearing stuff all around us?
Right, that was D.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's a whole new cell block to try out, boys. You ready?
We've never investigated in here. So this place is massive. Like we said, we have 2 investigations on this trip through the Crescent Sanatorium and prison, and a lot of content coming out of here, a lot of investigations. So if you're watching this, make sure you go over to the Paranormal Encounters YouTube channel and watch their video from tonight, and make sure you go over to Amy's Crypt and you watch both of their parts, because they're here for 2 nights as well, to see what they captured in what very well could be one of the most haunted prison complexes in the United States. This place is really cool, and I'm really excited when the sun goes down to investigate those 3 spots, and maybe more if we have time tonight. Are you all ready to get started?
Yeah.
I'm more than ready. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so we are officially getting ready to get started here at Crescent. We have split up throughout the complex. Amy and Jared are over in Building 1. Connor and India have gone over to some of the other buildings on the other side. And we are here in the J building where we ended our walkthrough. This was built as a brand new housing unit, and they eventually turned it into the RHU.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. They turned it into the RHU, which was for punishment housing, and this would be where they would have kept him 22 hours a day.
Happy.
Nobody knows happy.
Wait. I just heard it sounded like a footstep over here.
This would be where they would have kept him 22 hours a day. If there's anyone here with us, any inmates, my name is Ryan, and this is Dave and Jason and Miranda. We're here to talk to you, for you to show us that you're here. And we have a lot of cool toys set up that you can touch, make them light up just to show us that you're here. Our goal is to see if there's still a way for you to talk to us after you've passed on, if you have. I feel a cold breeze. Is anyone else getting that?
I don't feel anything.
No.
There's like a cold breeze hitting you right in the face.
Weak.
What'd it say?
Weak,
Weak?
as an opposite of strong.
Yeah. Are you saying that I'm weak? Are you near
I
me?
need to go.
Wow. Did you hear that voice?
No.
I thought I heard a man's voice like 30 seconds ago.
I thought I heard something come from all the way across there behind Dave. Who's over there?
Are you saying that I'm weak? Are you near me?
I need to go.
Wow, did you hear that voice? Are you near me?
I need to go.
Wow, did you hear that voice?
You see that blue light on the stairs over there? I need you to go stand by that, inmate.
A long time ago.
Miranda has this box that our friends created. They're here tonight too, but they believe that, and we believe that you might be able to use this to speak to us if you pick the right words. Can you walk up to Miranda and tell us where we are right now?
I designed the Grip 6 belt because there was 3 things that I hated about belts.
Our friend Jason right here has a funny looking thing in his hand. It's a camera that can take your picture. If you stand in front of him, he'll be able to see you in the picture. Yeah, Jason, if you want to do a sweep, I'll follow you around here.
Okay. First floor or second even?
Wherever.
Help me make sure we're not stepping on anything.
You're good if you just walk over to the stairs straight from here.
We're going to come up to the second tier if you want your picture taken. Or if you don't want us coming up here, you can meet us on the stairs. There we go.
If there's any inmates over on A block, there's more lights over there. And if you want to show yourself and you walk across the room, we should be able to see you.
This equipment they have is just amazing, I have to say. Oh my god, it's so good. I just see all this equipment and I just think, wow. Just amazing.
It's time for count, everyone out in front of your cell. We need inmates out in front of their cells to get their picture taken.
That's mine.
Whoa. Jason, what cell are you in front of? You're in front of the showers, but this cell here.
B49.
Right when you were walking up to that cell, it said,
I remember you.
Whoa. What? It said, I remember you. It said, that's mine, I remember you.
You remember who? Look, we're not afraid of you. Come on out and show yourself, please. We need to get your picture taken.
Yeah.
For records.
You don't have an option. It's state mandated. Did anyone in here ever serve time or ever get to see or talk to Joseph Callinger? Ew. What? Did you just pull on the back of my jacket, Miranda? You're all the way over there now that I look, so it definitely wasn't you. Something just tugged on the back of my jacket.
Yeah, I haven't moved. That's weird, though.
It was like something like came up behind me because I was facing, my back was to you, and it felt like someone just went.
What is your name?
Oh, wow. My name is Ryan. What's your name? I'd love to make your acquaintance. We're new inmates here. New convicts.
Just to clarify, I haven't asked permission to react to their videos, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind. But if there ever was an issue, I would just take the video down. But I figured I would honour a request, see how it goes, and hope for the best. Because, yeah, I haven't asked permission, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
What was that? That was over here on this side, right above Miranda. My friend here is taking pictures. I need you to stand right here, right in front of me. Whoa, EDI plus meter's going off. Just had temperature drop and air pressure change. Was that your tray? Were you looking for something to eat? Yep. Ooh. Just went off again. Right here on the stairs below me, I put an object with blue lights on it. Can you try and touch that? Pick it up for me? Anything else on the EDI? No, it stopped.
Interesting.
If you're here with us, right at the bottom of the stairs, there's a box that if you walk in front of it, it'll play music. Last year, I took that box over to the E building, and there was someone that was very interested in it. Hello? Are you in this cell? Can you show me that you're interested in it? Can you walk in front of it to show us that you're here?
Wow.
We don't know what you see in here, but for us, it's very dark. And we cannot see you well. So if you're trying to communicate with us, please use the devices or speak to us. Give us a sound, please.
Picture.
Dude. Wow. Yes, Jason wants to take your picture. This is Jason right here. I'm pointing at him. He's right here.
If you can, just stand right directly in front of me, and I'm more than willing to take your photo.
We'd love it if you could do that for us. Was that you?
Mm-mm.
There was just a knock over here on one of these cell doors. Was it up or down? Could you tell?
Oh, wow.
Up.
Second floor?
Mm-hmm.
Second tier? It would have been up there at 64, I want to say. 64, you want to head over there?
Over on that side, second tier?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are now directly in front of 64. Jason didn't see this figure as he was trying to find the proper cell, but as he walks up to cell 64, a figure appears, as though someone is standing in the doorway. And then...
Whose
It's
house
outside.
is this?
Oh. What'd it say? It just said, it's outside. Oh, wow.
Well, I'm going to come inside now. Why don't you walk outside and face us?
Follow you.
Oh, wow.
It's always of interest.
Go on in. Don't
I
let
love
me stand in your way.
I love these videos. I really do.
What is your name? Can you use that to tell us your name?
Paranormal videos. I love watching paranormal videos. I just love it. Like, honestly. Thank you for requesting this. I hope you enjoy it when you watch it. Because I've really enjoyed this. I haven't been talking much because I don't like interrupting too much, but I will talk, you know, in parts of it. Yeah.
What? I thought I heard knocking over there.
I did too.
If you don't like Jason in your house, make a loud sound and let us know.
Hello, my name is Collie. I'm a pharmacist.
Goodness me.
You can follow us around the prison, but you cannot follow us anywhere else.
That was a 3-minute ad. Oh my God. Huh.
This is your home for the time being.
Whoa. What the hell was that, dude? I don't know. It sounded like scratching.
That was very close to us, Dave.
That was loud as hell.
Down there.
Are you for
Nobody
real?
understands.
Nobody understands down there. What do we need to understand? That was around that corner, man.
Right in front of us?
Yeah. That was so loud.
Yeah.
What is that room?
I think it might be, it's like a pump room. Oh, this is that mezzanine that goes across.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Mechanical room. That was so loud.
Yes, it was.
Whoa. Whoa. What the hell was that, dude? I don't know. It sounded like scratching. Oh, wow. Come here, Jason. Feel this.
Cold, right?
Do you feel that?
Man, I've had it like twice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is like really cold.
Yeah, it's like ice.
My battery just dropped from 50 minutes down to 20. Really? Yes.
Oh dear.
What is going on? Are you using our energy here? I feel like for the past couple of minutes, it kind of feels like someone's been playing games with us in here. Yeah. But then again, remember I said make a loud noise if you don't like Jason in your house. Oh, you did?
I forgot about that.
You want to step back in there, Jason?
What is it, 64?
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh. Are you pissed that Dave told me to walk back in your home, your house?
And my camera battery just dropped to 15 minutes. Really? Yep. That's 2 cameras. Yes. Maybe I'll walk in here. If you don't want us in here, make a loud noise.
I just want to explain something. It often happens on investigations where batteries will be completely drained for unexplained reasons because the spirits use that energy to make noises, make knocking sounds. You know, that's very common. I hear of it quite a lot. It happening quite a lot. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about that.
Come on, you need to identify yourself. Is this your toilet paper right here?
I heard it over there.
Yeah, I did. Did you just move the toilet paper in there, Jason?
Yes.
Okay, well, we heard a sound down the other side of the tier. We'll just hold off on that. Do what you did, Jason. Whoa! Dude, what was that? Guys?
And that wasn't one of y'all?
No,
No, it wasn't.
that came from the other side. Do what you did, Jason. Whoa. Dude, what? Do what you did, Jason. Whoa. Dude, what was that?
Yeah, I think this cell, I mean, it's hard to say who lived in here.
I said it again, remember? Make a loud noise.
Mm-hmm. This could have been a guy.
Whoa, cat ball's going off. Whoa.
Okay, we've got, you know.
Are you pissed that we're in here? It just went off again.
Spirits are not very happy
If you're
today.
pissed that we're in here, make that light up again. That was like an actual slamming door.
Yeah, that was something slamming, yeah. Something heavy metal impact.
It came from over here, like near the guard station again. From where I heard it, it would have been over where the laser grid is.
Man, do you want to backtrack and go down there with them?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the guy that lived in 64, maybe he was maybe he had control over this housing unit.
Maybe he was mother or whatever they call it.
Like, I hate to say shot caller, but, you know, a high-ranking guy.
Yeah. What if I went in 64 and put the music box in there with me, and you guys came down here? Yeah, go for it. Okay. I'm in here with the music box now.
So I'll just explain real quickly what a music box is. Anytime the sensor field is broken, it will make that noise it made. It will make a musical noise. So anytime that the field of the sensor is broken, it will make a noise. They probably will explain that, but in case they don't, I'm just explaining it for you.
Oh, damn. What? Sorry, a bug flew in my ear.
Right at this moment, just after I'd entered cell 64, the ghost tube malfunctioned and corrupted the recording file. I was able to recover everything up to this point, but from this point on, the responses will only be heard through Miranda's microphone.
Or make a loud noise again to get me out of your cell. Where did you go? Don't be a coward now. Was that one of you guys?
Yeah, I just said what? How is it? The only way to get out of Ghost Tube is to swipe up, right? I wasn't talking. I don't know. It's probably did it without me paying attention.
At this moment, Miranda realizes something is wrong with the ghost tube. And as she's trying to explain what's wrong with it, the audio on my camera captures the distinct sounds of movement in the cell directly below me, followed by a male voice that wasn't Jason or Dave.
Was that one of you guys?
Oh wow, I hear the voice.
In this moment, I have no idea how what I had just experienced will connect directly to what's about to happen in a shocking way.
I'm sitting on your
32.
phone.
Picture.
32 picture.
Okay,
Where's 32?
cell 32.
It said 32? 32 picture. No way. 32.
18, 17, 20.
We need to go this way.
32.
Right there. Oh, wow, right under where Ryan is.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, shit, it's like right below me?
Yes.
Dude, I heard a sound come from right below me.
Ooh.
And I thought it was one of you guys. Really? I could feel it through the floor. Does that door open?
Wow.
Inmate in 32, we need you to step out of your cell for your picture.
Blessed.
Blessed. I don't think it does.
Okay.
Let me take a look in through the window.
Big, small, shop it all interest free with a Latitude Go MasterCard credit card. The card made for shopping.
Who's in 32? Jason's coming to take your picture. If you're in 32 right below me, show yourself to Jason.
Is there a picture on the wall?
No, doesn't look like.
Shutting off music box, I'm gonna come back down. Okay. That's good timing though, because I'm down to 5 minutes and everything has stopped. Yeah, I'm down to 9 minutes on mine now, but I'm not really feeling anything in here anymore like it was when I first walked in. But it was weird because I felt that sound and heard that sound because I could literally feel it through the floor. And then immediately after it says 32 picture, come to find out that's the cell where the noise came from.
Directly below you.
Directly below 64.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
A little creepy too.
All right, so we're heading into the maintenance building here. Now, this used to be the morgue back when this was the sanatorium. So there's not only prison history here, but there's also sanatorium history, and who knows who we can come in contact with. And this building had a very strange vibe on our walkthrough earlier, so I'm excited to get in here and try this. You ready, guys? I'm ready, but I don't know if Miranda's ready for this. You ready for an Estes?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm
good.
excited.
This is your first Estes session.
I think I'm more worried about the cold than I am. Session.
It's chilly tonight, guys. Let me see these. I need this. I need this. Rolling, this is Estes session in Crescent. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got millimeter activity back here.
I'm recording.
Can you touch that again for us? Hey, Dave. Yeah. These headphones didn't come with an auxiliary cable. Yeah, they should have. There's not one in the bag. You're positive? Yeah, the bag is empty. The headphones are out with no aux cord. Did you look in the box? I thought the box was empty when I threw it over there. Well, you guys start or something, and I'll go check. Okay. See what I can find. I'm gonna set this camera right here. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. Dave's back in a minute estimate is very optimistic. We're almost as far away from base camp as we can get. Dave will have to walk almost a quarter mile to retrieve a cord for the headphones. So until he gets back, the Estes method will have to be on hold. For now, we're going to use Amy and Jared's Spirit Box program called Vox to see if we can make communication in the meantime. My name is Ryan, this is Jason, and Miranda's back there at the other side of the tunnel. Can you tell us what this building was used for?
I think that's an animal. And if it's not, it's someone screaming repeatedly. Okay, that's going to be a fox.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a fox.
There's a fox outside. Could you repeat yourself? We were listening to the fox. Can you go back by Miranda in the tunnel? You know, that makes me think. If those tunnels connected to this building at one point before they built D Block, they very well could have moved bodies through those tunnels.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if this was the morgue, it connected right over here.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it looks like it's been sealed over, so...
Yeah. Miranda could be sitting directly where they would have wheeled the deceased through in here to the morgue.
Wow.
When Dave gets back, we're going to set up a box with Miranda for you to use to speak to us. Can you do that? Will you speak to Miranda and answer our questions through her?
I'm really happy?
It just said, I'm really happy.
That was clear as a bell.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're really happy. Were you a patient at the sanatorium? Sickness.
Oh, wow.
It just said sickness.
He just asked a question and it was a direct response. It said sickness. Oh, wow. This is going to be a really, really good video. Wow.
Were you sick? Did you have tuberculosis?
I don't know what tuberculosis is. I'll have to look it up after this video.
What was the sickness that you suffered from? Someone said sickness.
Vet's Choice Insurance for Pets, the only pet insurance policy endorsed by the Australian Veterinary Association, developed to ensure more pets get the care they need. Vet's Choice has 3 levels of cover: no gap payments, flexible access options, pre-approval for scheduled treatments, dental options, and lifetime cover while your pet's with us. Finally, you can choose pet insurance that not only understands you, but understands your pet as well. Vet's Choice. Choose sensible. Get a quote today.
Welcome to Australia's biggest and best loyalty rewards program, where not only will you get...
What?
I got a really uneasy feeling right here.
That fox is like right outside.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't come in here.
That would be awkward. Enduring it? Whoa. Is that Dave?
What was that, man? Hello? Oh, damn, man.
What?
What was that?
I don't know. Miranda?
Hello?
Wasn't me. I haven't been moving.
Did something just knock the EDI meter off of there? Let me go look.
Okay.
Hold on.
I can't see. Oh,
Dude,
my
if
God.
that's what that was. Dude, that's what it was.
Are you serious?
It fell off, man. Something just knocked the EDI meter off of where Dave had it set up here. Dude, Dave, yeah, something just knocked the EDI meter off of here.
Oh, my God.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ.
It scared the out of us because we were down there and then it just fell off. Is that what the high-pitched shrill screaming was? No, that's a fox outside. Oh my god, it scared the out of me. Dude, that was stable up there, wasn't it? Yeah, where's it at? On the ground right here.
So it just fell?
It just, something knocked it off.
And that was on camera, too.
That's so...
Really?
Oh,
yes.
God, yeah.
It knocked it into a different language. Jeez. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, I had it sitting like this. And like, let me see. You can see it's registering. But nothing. Wow.
Someone physically knocked that off.
Oh, I can't wait to see that on camera.
Who was it that knocked that off of there?
And it had been sitting there for like 15 minutes.
At least.
Yeah. At least.
Yeah, I set it up, had time to walk back to the main building, come back.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Whoa. Whoa. Is that Dave?
Oh, wow.
That is creepy. Could you...
They actually got it on camera as well. That's so cool. Oh.
Did you find a cord? Yeah, I found one. Did it come with one in the box? I didn't look. I just grabbed the one that we already had. Okay. Can you see that bright red light in the ground right there? Can you try and pick that up for me? I don't know what it is, but like, have either one of you felt this in here tonight? Like, just all of a sudden out of nowhere, just now, I was saying there's a red light there, can you pick it up? But I got like enthralled with anger after I said that. Has anyone else felt that here tonight? I don't think so.
No, I can't say I have.
I felt really creeped out by something down there. You want to walk down there? And the funny thing was, I felt creeped out by it right before that fell off. Really? Yes. Oh, wow. I even said it to Jason. I was like, I'm feeling something down here. Well, if you're still up there and you don't like that thing being there, you can knock it off again, throw it at us. That's me. What did they use this basement for? Why did the tunnel lead in here? Why are you being quiet all of a sudden? Did they bring your body down here after you died? If there's anyone down here, go down to the tunnel and talk to Miranda.
Yes, Happy Life. It is really, really cool. I love these videos too. I really do love these videos. Yep, definitely.
Answer our questions so we can talk. Whoa! What? Oh, I just heard footsteps right behind me.
Another attention getter.
Jeez. Oh, wow. Oh! What? Oh! What? Oh, I just heard footsteps right behind me. Who's up there?
Yes, it is really spooky. I agree.
Show me how it's done, Grandma.
All these kids. Nintendo Switch. Play, connect.
Lately, there's been a lot of talk about the deep dark web. Well, let's dive in. If the internet's like the ocean, the web we know is the surface. The deep web's larger and houses things like password-protected medical data, bank web pages, and company intranets. And way down here's the dark web. Originally for dissidents and activists, the dark web also attracts cyber criminals and drug dealers. Hard to get to, but easy to hide in. The dark web's a pretty dark place. Find out more, because evolving threats demand evolving protection. If you're upstairs, come down. You okay?
Yeah, I don't think I've moved that quick in a while.
You move pretty fast. So fast you scared the shit out of Jason and gave me a little jump scare too. If I would have been closer, I probably would have jumped just as much as he did. Should we move Miranda to a different place? Will you talk to her if she's out here in the building and not in the tunnel? Because besides a couple of blips on the millimeter, nothing has happened back here. It's all been here.
Yeah. Maybe we should move her to the base of the stairs here.
Yeah.
I definitely feel a creepier vibe in this spot. More so than in the hallway.
Okay. All right, we've moved our friend positions because you seem to like to be in this area here, so if you'd like to communicate with us, you can use the radio that she has.
Thanks for liking the video. It's much appreciated.
Can you tell us what your name is through the radio? Tell us why you're here. Why are you still in this building?
Ooh, I just got really cold all of a sudden.
Are you down there with Miranda?
If you are, can you try pulling her hair or something? Letting her know that you're there?
Can you tug on one of the curls? Shut up.
What was this building used for? It's not even...
I have to say, I've really loved this, and I'm going to do more of these reactions. So if you want to see more, let me know, and I will make it happen, because I've loved this. I thoroughly have. I haven't done much speaking, only because I don't like interrupting, because some people find it annoying if you're constantly talking through these types of videos. So I try and pick the right times to speak, otherwise it's really annoying for some people. Yeah.
I can't stop laughing. I cannot stop laughing. I don't know what's up with me.
Are you being affected by, is your funny bone being affected by a spirit?
I heard something in there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna...
Whoa.
What was that?
What?
A rock just got thrown at us, dude.
I heard multiple things.
Yeah, because it was right next to us.
Oh my god,
It
wow.
literally hit right beside me here.
What? Yeah, but you pulled something out of your pocket.
That was just my phone. I was checking the time.
What in the world?
Something just hit right the beside me, man.
Yeah, and there was one down here, too.
It hit the wall right here and bounced, like, with force.
It sounded like one of those BBs.
Yeah.
But it
Dude.
sounded like more than one of them.
That scared the hell out of me. something was just thrown at us.
Yeah.
Like with force.
What are you doing throwing things at us?
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for the $5 super chat. It's much appreciated. It all helps with my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $5 super chat. It is much appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. Yeah, just let me know.
An event is held here as a competition for airsoft. So all over the building are these little plastic BBs. And just as we're distracted, it sounds like one of them is launched at the wall beside me. Whoa.
What was that?
What? Unfortunately, none of the camera angles captured the object as it was in flight. But you can clearly hear it hit the wall beside me. Take a listen and hear it once again. Whoa.
What was that?
What? A
What was
rock
that?
just got thrown at us, dude. Whoa.
What was that?
What? A
What was
rock
that?
just got thrown at us, dude.
He said
Wow.
earlier where the EDI fell off right there. And now poltergeist again with something being thrown.
Yeah.
All in this area.
I thought that about hit you. That's why I was like, I freaked out because it hit right down here it hit on this wall right here. But I'm going to throw one of these little BBs that they have from the airsoft tournaments that are held here. Because they're on the floor. They're easy to, throw if something was going to throw something. I'm going to throw it at the wall, see if it makes the same sound. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it almost sounded like more than one even.
Let me grab a couple of them here.
Yeah.
Remember before that, though, we heard something down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they have the higher gauge ones here, too. So let me try one of those, or a couple of those.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That freaked me out.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, that was...
I hope that one of us caught it on camera because I couldn't see where I was filming.
And here's the thing, is having that much poltergeist activity just on this landing in barely 15 minutes?
Yeah.
So after this video, I'm going to take a very quick break. I'm just going to go to the toilet and everything, and then I'm going to come back and play another video for you all. So probably about 5 minutes I'll be gone, max. Nature is calling, but I'll just wait for this one video to finish.
Let me go check on Miranda's camera. I'm going to pull her out real quick. Estes is obviously not where it's at.
Yeah, apparently this is all physical up here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Miranda?
Startled the hell out of me.
Yeah, Miranda, we totally heard something get thrown at us. Those little BBs, like Ryan said.
That is wild.
Right where you're standing, actually.
I was standing right there and it hit. Like I was standing right here, over a little bit, standing right here, and it hit this wall right here.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, it seems like it's more physical than it is like voices, because I didn't get anything down there that I could hear, at least as a novice.
That's a lot of, like you said, Jason, that's a lot of poltergeist activity.
Yeah. I mean, it's just rare for that to happen once.
Yeah.
And that happens twice.
All right, so we are officially in the RHU. We have Jason set up in the cell that has the concrete slab on it, that cell with the words hell pointing towards the door where they would restrain inmates who were really bad on their worst behavior. So we have him in there, live listening to audio, so he'll hear EVPs as they come through in the moment, but he's also watching SEER, Ghost Tube SEER, which collects environmental data and then uses that to select words, which then picturizes them into an image. And we'll see what kind of images he gets on that program while he's sitting in that cell. This is the cell block supposedly where Joseph Callinger passed away. So we're going to try and see if we can reach out to any inmate in here, but also see specifically if Callinger might come through and speak to us.
Okay.
If there are any inmates here, our friend Jason is in the heaviest of lockdowns in this cell.
I can actually say I've met Ryan and Dave, and they're lovely people. So is Jason. I haven't met Jason yet, but he also seems really lovely as well. So I've actually met Ryan and Dave. They were here in South Australia for a meet and greet, and just absolutely wonderful, kind people. Just, yeah, really, really lovely. Yeah.
I'm sure many of you were subjected to that cell in your time here.
I'm getting an image of two faces. They look kind of demented looking, looks like a painting.
Yeah. Is it Joseph and his son?
Joseph Callinger. We heard that you thought you were God.
Whoa. Come on, Joseph, get your ass out here. That was loud. That was.
You said that you heard voices that would tell you when you needed to hurt people, when you needed to eliminate people. Do you still hear those voices now?
Thanks for the likes. It's appreciated. And thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much.
I have a box in my hand now that we believe you can use to choose words to answer our questions. It picks up on your energy.
One of the ways I make sure my Mac lasts as long as possible and stays working as fast as it did on day one is by using an app called Clean My Mac, who are sponsoring this video. Clean My Mac has millions of users in 185 countries and is notarized by Apple. One of the app's most popular features, and my favorite, is the Smart Scan. This is a tool for Mac optimization, so it essentially does 3 jobs with one button: clean up, protection, and speed up, and all of these take a couple of seconds. The new feature of the app also has a redesigned menu. It's a little dashboard with informative monitors about every aspect of your Mac's performance. What's your battery temperature? How much space is left? What's the speed of the internet connection? It tells you everything. It's also super user-friendly, which is exactly what someone like me needs.
No, I don't know how to edit out ads. No, I don't. No, I don't know how to edit out ads. I really don't. No.
Can you use that
Nope.
to... Great. It's weird timing.
Getting an image now I cannot even begin to describe.
What was the image that you saw, Jason?
It's literally so bizarre looking, I don't even know how to put it into words.
Like maybe a crazy person's hallucination?
Perhaps.
Do you think now that you're dead, do you think you're God? If you think you're God, come down here and touch one of these devices we have.
I'm getting another image right now, similar to the last one. It's just very loose association here. Looks like it could be a hallucination.
Did you mourn your son after you did that? Did you regret it? Ew. Curse? Did you feel that what happened to you was a curse? That your mental illness was a curse? You once said in an interview, Joe, you said you didn't believe in the death penalty because that the state didn't have the right to take human life. But then you went on to say that you believe you did because you were ordained by God to do his work. Do you still believe that? Do you still believe that your hallucinations were God's image? God's vision? Ew. What is it? Lord Soldier. Is that what you believed, Joe? Did you believe you were a soldier of God?
Joseph, if you're here, can you tell us if one of the beings, one of the entities who would visit you and speak to you, was its name Charlie?
What did Charlie tell you to do? You want to walk over to the other side really fast?
Yeah.
We decide to see what happens when we leave Jason alone in this block. So Dave, Miranda, and I walk over to the cells that run parallel to these. And as we'd find out from Rachel, the block we're about to enter is actually where Callinger was kept in solitary confinement for 6 years.
When you walk into the RHU, it's actually the one on the left. It's the teal color. That would have been where a lot of the inmates that needed high watch would have been. And he was actually in cell 6, which has the plexiglass door on it so that they could watch him 24/7. And he had nowhere to hide in that cell.
But in this moment, we have no idea. Ooh, I got a weird feeling in here.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I walked in here, I got real dizzy.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel something weird in here.
If your name is not Joseph, whoever you are, can you please show me a vision? Can you show me what you've seen here in the RHU?
That was me.
Does it feel strange in here to you, Miranda?
I've been dizzy since we were in the other section, though.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if it's just because I'm cold and tired.
What? Who's up there? Are you over here?
Cold and tired.
What?
Cold and tired.
What?
Who was that knocked? Can you do it again?
Can you give me a sign that you are here?
This lady asked you a question. Are you going to ignore her?
Seeing an interesting image.
Oh, shit. Is there anything up there?
I don't see anything.
Something just moved up there.
Is this image a self-portrait?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
With the activities seeming to draw us to this block of cells, we decide to bring all of our cameras and equipment over here. But in the moment, we don't realize that we're setting up this equipment less than 15 feet from Joseph Callinger's cell.
Do you want to tell them really quickly before we get started with this, Jason? When we were moving the equipment, you just happened to look down and see that Whoa. Dude. Are you standing right in front of that right now? Thank you.
It's all picking up.
Is this
music
Joseph
box.
Callinger? If this is Joseph Callinger, can you set that off again?
What?
Wow.
I had a feeling that he was over here. Can you step away from it? Make it stop playing?
What?
Right when we were getting ready to talk about the image that you saw, Jason. Wow.
Joseph, if you're here with us, can you make a noise for us? Like this? Can you speak to us? Can you show yourself?
Never go to a car wash again. I haven't had a car wash since I bought this. For stores are using this car coating agent. Gently spray and wipe. The car will not be dirty for 10 years. Nanomolecular technology is used to prevent dust from absorbing, and even water droplets will fall off instantly. Easy to use, long-lasting. Coating lasts 10 times longer than other products on the market. One bottle can be used for 2 years. The ingredients are safe and non-corrosive. Trust me, give it a try. Full money back if it doesn't work. Let your car shine like new.
Was that you that banged earlier, that knocked?
Whoa.
So can you knock again?
Joseph. You were an absolute monster, weren't you? Joseph, can we have a conversation? Keep making the music box. That's what that is right there. Keep making that go off for yes.
You so happy with what you did in your life?
Jason.
Oh.
It's kind of comical looking.
It looks like a man with a beard and a...
Oh, let's quickly go to the toilet. Couldn't hold it in.
Joseph, can you step away from that just for a moment?
Come over here to where I am, Joseph.
That's wild how that did that on command.
Can you touch the red light now?
Inmate, there's a blue light right up here. I want you to go try and touch that.
In a night filled with interesting paranormal activity, this image that was generated by Seer might be one of the most interesting things that's happened all night. And the funny thing is, we don't even realize it. Dave even thinks it looks like a woman.
Looks like a female.
Does it? But looking at the exported image without the vignette, I noticed some strange similarities to a face we've been seeking all night. And when you put them side by side, the resemblance is even more striking. What do you think? Do you see any matching features? Could we actually be in the presence of Joseph Callinger himself? And could he be confirming it to us by showing us an image of his face? Let us know in the comments below.
Joseph, remember to light that up for yes like you have been. Did you enjoy killing your own son? Did you enjoy that? Hurting somebody that you brought into this world?
Or did you hate doing it, but you couldn't help yourself because the voices controlled you?
That's interesting. Wow.
Okay.
That's a strong positive. You can step back away now so we can ask the next question. That is
Why they're only using that though?
Huh?
I wonder why whoever this is, they're that close to the millimeter. Look, if you can see and hear us, you know we're trying to communicate with you. You can use our energy.
Let me ask you this, Joseph. Huh? Step away for me so I can ask the next question.
Wow. Every time.
Every time. Let me ask you this. Do you regret everything that you did, Joseph Callinger? Do you regret all the people that you hurt now that you're no longer living?
Nothing happens with that.
Do you feel like you're God in this place?
Joseph, if you had a chance to go through life again, would you still harm all of those people? Would you make the same decisions that you did?
$69 US Special Forces device turns men into beasts. This Marine Corps officer is bringing military...
If you had the opportunity right now and you were standing right in front of us in physical form, would you hurt us? I don't think I've ever had the music box respond that clearly and concisely and interact on command like that. I mean, when I said step back away from it so we can ask the next question, it stopped. That was wild. I've never experienced activity with the music box like that before. But everything that was happening has just stopped. And it is almost 4 o'clock.
It is.
So, even though we are going to have to end this night here at Crescent, we have one more night left to go. And that means that when we get back here tomorrow night, we can focus on the parts that were used for the sanatorium. We can delve deep into the history of the sand and learn if there are still patients that suffered and died of tuberculosis here on this property. You're not going to want to miss it. And remember, head over to Paranormal Encounters YouTube channel and watch their investigation from this night. And of course, make sure you go to Amy's Crypt and watch what they experienced tonight and tomorrow night. This place is massive. So much activity and investigating to be done. You're going to want to see their side of what happens.
And we can't wait to come back again tomorrow. And we can't wait to see you next week.
And that's right. You know what that means. There's only one thing left to do. There's only one thing left to say. Hit him with it, Jason.
Folks, if you enjoyed this episode, you know the drill. You hit like, that thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget the bell notifications and share with your friends and family because you know how it goes. We'll be seeing you soon.
Oh, wow. That was a really, really good... So much happened in that video. I want to find clips of when they were here, because there's some I haven't even watched yet. So I haven't watched this one here, so I really want to watch, because they were in South Australia and I actually got to meet Ryan and Dave, and they're absolutely wonderful people. Honestly, so kind, so, yeah, just really genuinely kind people. So let's watch the Tailem Bend investigation, Tailem Town, I should say. And, yep, we're going to keep on going. Never heard of Squarespace before. Interesting.
Zoe always thought chatting about insurance was boring.
Friend, we were laughing. It was not what I expected from an insurance phone call. It really made the process of going through insurance, which is a bit overwhelming and, let's face it, a bit boring, actually quite fun. Dealing with UE was so incredibly easy. The customer service I'm getting is just outstanding. I have a lot of trust in UE, and should something go wrong, that they're going to be there for me.
Talk to UE. We're insurance for individuals like Zoe. UE. You insured.
Yep. So this video I have not seen before.
I am a very rational person, but the stuff I've seen happen, it's challenged me. There's 115 buildings here, set out on 15 streets.
So you'd say there may be something that is aggressive.
This felt predatory. Whatever this one was, this one felt predatory.
I just heard a very clear man's voice through the lucid headphones that I'm wearing right now. You died after you lived in this house? Correct. Correct. Push it right off of there.
I said no.
I thought I just heard that door move right there.
This shadowy figure that is seen moving throughout Talem Town. I mean, the shock and the disbelief and the energy that I felt in that moment.
And you know when you're walking out there on your own, you can bump into it at any point.
Yeah, so please subscribe to Paranormal Quest. I recommend you do that because you'll get to see more videos. I will be doing more reaction videos, but it's important to show love to Paranormal Quest. It's their content, I'm reacting to it, so I always give a shout out at some point in a video, because it's not my content, it's somebody else's, and I like to give full credit to them. And if you're in South Australia and you watch this video, Adelaide's Haunted Horizons do paranormal investigations, tours, a whole heap of exciting things. So go check them out. They are wonderful people. All the staff there are absolutely so friendly, so welcoming. So go check them out.
Well, an old church in a tourist village at Talem Bend is laying a claim to being our state's most haunted site.
I had this feeling of cold fingers go across my arm and actually like squeeze and pull.
This place is a tourist village to save historical buildings, but when the sun goes down and darkness falls on Talem Town, it becomes a literal ghost town. And tonight we get to stay here after dark to see if all those haunting stories are true.
Okay, welcome to Talem Town. So this village here is not a real village. I'll say this straight away. It was actually a recreated village, and people say, well, why would it be haunted? Because it was never really an active working place. Largely because of the way it was made. In 1982... What the f*** is that thing?
What is that thing?
I don't know.
Dear. It's probably just a Christmas beetle. They're harmless. They're not going to hurt you, I promise you. I saw it. It was huge.
It was pretty big. It came towards my camera first. It swerved, missed me.
Went straight for
days.
Do you know, that was probably our ghost. It possesses wildlife. Makes wildlife do strange things. There's 115 buildings here, set out on 15 streets, but at the end of the day, it was never a working village. Where you're standing used to be a paddock or a field full of dairy cows. So now the owner inherited this property from his grandfather. He didn't want cattle, had just seen a pioneer village down in a place called Swan Hill, and decided that's what he wanted here. But he wanted to do it differently. He didn't want to make the buildings look old. He wanted to keep the authenticity. So if an old building came up for sale around the state or just over the border, he would buy it, put it on the back of a truck, and truck it in here.
Then, about 12 years ago, stories started to spread that one of Talem Town's buildings in particular was the site of some very strange paranormal occurrences.
There was rumours coming out that this church behind us here was haunted. So it was already hitting the newspapers, and we have had some stuff happen here that has challenged me. I am a very rational person, very nuts and bolts, but the stuff I've seen happen, especially in this church, it's challenged me. With the creaky door. All right, so this is the Wolseley Church, and it is a real church. It was built in 1900. From the very beginning, we were having weird things happen in here. I had one night, the very first investigation we ever did here, There was only 3 girls, and we had set ourselves up in the pews just behind you there with the equipment, and nothing happened. We were here from 1 o'clock in the morning till 3:30, nothing. And if anybody had asked me then, is there anything in the Wolseley church, I would probably have gone, yeah, we didn't feel anything. So we'd gone outside to get a caffeine, sitting in the car, and we saw blue flashes of light on the side of the church here. However, the more we looked at it, the more we realised it's not outside the church, that's coming from inside the church. So we came running in here to see who it was. Nobody in here. We had a camera running the whole time as well. Wow. The audio is a lot more interesting, the voice recorder. You can hear us go out there. You can hear a massive bang in here, shuffling footsteps, and then it's like somebody bent over the microphone and just went about 4 times.
About selling this house. Yeah, I plan to do more, definitely. Absolutely. Yep, 100%. Yep.
One thing that really stands out to me from what Allison just said, Dave, she talked about her first experience here in this church was 12 years ago, and it was when she left a camera, audio as well, in this church alone. That really plays well into an abandonment if we wanted to set up a camera in here later.
Definitely. Yes,
and let it roll to see what happens.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. We should put that on the plan.
Yep.
Put that down for the plan.
Definitely worth it. And I always say you have to have your defining moment before you believe in ghosts, or you believe there's a ghost here. And that's the way it should be. My defining moment was not far into doing the tours here. So this is where I stand, right here. And 8 people moved from their pews. It was like musical chairs in here. They were just moving pews during the talk because 8 people got prodded, poked, had their clothing played with. Teenagers, 2 teenagers pulled hoods up over their heads and tightened the drawstrings.
Oh, that's
because somebody was
awesome.
playing with their hair. When a man, one of our guests over
Yes,
by the window,
Alison is
started to sing a
lovely.
hymn
Definitely.
to see if he could get things stirred up in here. I'm standing here watching the silhouette of a figure of a man coming in. He'd be about 6'3", very lean. Went into the back corner of the church, and that's where I lost track of him because he kind of blended with the shadows. Got my torch, shone it to the back, nothing there.
Creepy.
Everybody that works here knows it's here, without a doubt. And that's actually pretty scary for us, to be quite honest, because we've got to walk around in those streets in the dark on our own.
Yeah.
These guys are going to feel what it's like. They've just looked at it in daylight. It's not daylight now.
Yeah.
Different feel. And you know it's out there. I think it's more to do with the land, not with the buildings. And you know when you're walking out there on your own, you can bump into it at any point.
With 115 buildings on this property, we know that there's no way we can cover the whole town tonight. So we asked Allison to only take us to the buildings that she believes are the most haunted. And with that, she took us straight to the Emporium.
Creepy mannequin.
Oh, this gives me the creeps.
Some
this
very
room.
creepy mannequins right there.
If you don't like mannequins, this is not the place to be. And we didn't put them here. We were just lucky that they were here. So they're all antique, as you can see. That one looks like she crawled out the grave. My favourite is this one with Rebecca, with no eyes and a crap face.
Very creepy.
When we first got here, you had talked about there was a building that you felt the most uncomfortable in. Which building is that? This one.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody expects the church. In the church, we do get a lot of challenging stuff happening in. But I would rather be in the church packing up at the end of the night on my own than ever come into here and look for stuff in here. I'm going to say we think at some point in one of these 3 houses, because it is 3 houses that have been put together.
Sharon, I agree with you. It is creepy. It's a very creepy room. I've been to Tailem Bend before. Tailem Town, I should say. So why do I keep saying that? And, oh my God, that room. It is hella creepy in there. Really creepy. Honestly, I agree.
The walls have been knocked out to make into one long shop. It almost seems like at one point in one of these 3 houses here, there was a very abusive relationship, if you like. So whatever's here doesn't seem to like women, put it that way. in all that time. Now, on one of the occasions, we had a big thunderstorm come through, and I had said to our Facebook page, anybody want to come up, see if Hollywood is correct and thunderstorms and lightning make the activity a lot better. And we did get a few takers. Thunderstorm went through, it was amazing. And it was the most embarrassingly quiet night I've ever had. So it's like nothing. I could have slept in here, I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You did. It was right over here behind
And it's usually behind the counter, and the door's just creaking behind you as well. And it was the most embarrassingly quiet night I've ever had. So it's like embarrassingly quiet night I've ever had. So it's like nothing. I could have slept in here, I heard that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You did.
I hate this building, but I could have slept here. It was that peaceful that night. And it was just quiet. So at the end of the night, I took two girls down there, Tan and Emily. We were running the spirit box, and I did something I don't normally do, and that is I started to challenge a little bit. So I stood there and I said, did you used to hit your wife? If you used to hit your wife, why don't you try it with us? We're just three girls. Or are you too gutless? I said. Almost immediately at the spirit box, we had get out. All right, we'll get out then. But here's the kicker. I came in 2 weeks later to dismantle a camera in here on my own. So I was behind the counter there, and all I was doing, I was so far away from the counter, all I was doing was undoing a plug on a battery pack. And as I did that plug, this mannequin to the side of me here suddenly went flying across this room and hit the door behind Ryan there. Now, I cannot tell you how unnerving that is when you're in the building on your own with a little torch and you realise the only real way out, or the quickest way out, is actually where the mannequin's just been thrown from. That was the one night that I threw my video camera on the tripod into the back of my car seat without dismantling it and putting it in its box, protective case, asked the couple to wait, put the alarms on, and then we all drove out the gate at exactly the same moment. There is no way on God's earth is I coming back into this dark village on my own.
It sounds like that door's trying to move behind you there, the storeroom door. Where does that? Does that go outside?
That's nailed shut. That goes nowhere. It goes outside, but that's nailed shut. That doesn't open. No way on God's earth is I coming back into this dark village on my own. No way on God's earth is I coming back into this dark village on my own.
It sounds like that door's trying to move behind you there, the storeroom door. Where does that? Does that go outside?
That's nailed shut.
So you'd say there may be something that is aggressive that may hang out in here, or may be just here at
That
Taylortown.
one I'm going to say was very different. I hadn't felt anything like that. This felt predatory. Whatever this one was, this one felt predatory.
What is this Squarespace? I've never heard of it. It keeps coming up all the time on the ads there. Interesting.
Hungry Jack's Barista Coffee is even better with a big brekkie wrap.
If there is something predatory that lurks here at Taylortown, we'll have to keep our guard up tonight. And the last building of interest has a story that will absolutely shock us.
Now, it says on the sign outside, Bent Elbow Hotel. However, it's not a hotel in real life. This was somebody's home. So he used to live in Lamoureux, and when he passed away, Peter bought the house, brought it here, and made it into the village hotel. So you can see kind of where there would have been another wall. Here you're standing what would have been the hallway, and this would probably have been a front room or a bedroom once upon a time. This was all put in after it arrived. The problem with that is the owner was religious, hated alcohol, and hated pubs. So pretty much Peter made it into what he would not have enjoyed. Now, when we first came here, we didn't just want to sit in the church all night. We knew the stories were coming out of the church, but we didn't just want to sit in the church all night. 115 buildings, never been here before, thought, all right, he's told us about the hotel, let's come here.
I have actually been, I've done an investigation in this room. Things do happen, I'll just say that. Things do happen. But for me, the most creepiest is where all those mannequins are. The other room, the emporium where they're in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is one creepy room. Yeah, honestly. So go check out Adelaide's Haunted Horizons. I'm going to give them another plug because they absolutely deserve it, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
This is my very first experience. So, with not knowing the village that well, we came down the veranda with the torch, and as I got to the door, shone the torch through the window just to see what the lay of the land was before I opened the door. As I did that, and the torch went down the hallway there, a shadow of a person crossed through the beam of the torch. Now, we came running in here. We thought maybe somebody was hiding. We searched this place upside down. The only way out of this building is back past us and out the front door here. That back door is nailed shut, so they couldn't get out. So who he was, I don't know.
Do you think that that could be the owner?
Do you want to know my opinion? I don't think so. I think whatever that one was, I still think it's what we've all seen around this village. Cag, who's my lead guide and who's also my best friend, comes around the world with me investigating. She had her experience. Somebody collapsed in the church. She was coming down the front street to go and get a drink of water for them. As she came down the front street, she thought my husband had doubled round and come up the street towards her because she could see a figure coming towards her about my husband's build. And she thought he was playing a trick on her. And so she went, ha, 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 Michael, got the torch, put it on. Nobody there. And she said she watched it coming towards her. As soon as the torch hit it, it didn't exist.
Oh dear, that's creepy.
So we do get a lot of stuff happening in here. When I let people have a little walk around before I tell them anything, we let them walk around before I put it in their heads. So they get a feel of the place first. And then I ask, is there any point of this house that's got your attention? Statistically, higher than it should be, we keep getting the bath coming up. So they'll say the washroom, they'll say anywhere in particular, the bath.
Yeah.
And then one night we had a young lad get in the bath. So the idea was he was going to sit in the bath, have the equipment around him, and we just see what would happen. He seemed to trance out, and then he started to talk like a lady, which is funny, but if he was making something up, he would think the easiest story for him to make up if he was attention-seeking would be, I drowned in the bath. I lost my life in the bath, took my life in the bath. I had an accident in the bath. That would be the most easiest story to think of. He didn't. He sat there and went, I'm surrounded by blood. He said, I'm losing the baby. He says, I don't care. My partner doesn't want it, and neither do I. Bit of a weird thing for a young man to come out with, of all things. And he has been on tour since, and he's not like that. Now, we had a tourism show called SA Live come and do a segment on us a few weeks after that. And Danny, who is the owner's son who lives in the property next door, came across to see what was happening. And we said, Danny, do you know anything at all about the history of this house, especially this bath? Did anybody die in it? And he said, well, don't tell my dad. But when this building came here, the bath that was in here was in better condition than one that he had in Tailem Bend in a rental property. So he swapped them without telling his dad. Now, the house did have a nameplate on it. It's in the shop at the moment, the one in Tailem Bend. So I hedged my bets. I went into the old newspapers, punched in Tailem Bend, the family name, and I also punched in inquest, which usually brings up deaths. Boom, up it came. The young daughter of the family was found dead in a pool of blood because she had died of blood loss from an illegal operation.
Oh my God.
An illegal operation back then meant an illegal abortion. There is no way this young man would have known. Absolutely no way. And that's what I want as a researcher. Take the tours away. As a researcher, I want something that we find that backs up something weird that we've happened on tours. Now, it is capable of poltergeist activity in here. I was in here one night. There used to be a sink there, and I had my voice recorder on the sink, and the tour was standing pretty much where these guys are in the hallway here. So there's no guest near my voice recorder. And we were doing an EVP session, had all the lights off, and they were asking questions, when suddenly there was a massive bang on the door frame here in the hallway. Of course, everybody's torches went on, and my voice recorder was lying in bits on the floor. Now, there's no way I'm going to pick up my voice recorder, especially when it's about $200 worth, and throw it against the door frame to break it. So it is very capable of poltergeist activity in this whole place.
Dave, we just finished the walkthrough, and one thing that I really feel like we should focus on tonight is that hotel. Because I don't know what it was about that story that Allison told about that tour guest in the bathtub and the connection with the history that she found in that girl having an illegal abortion in that bathtub that probably took her life in the tub. In the moment, I mean, you could see it on my face as Allison was telling the story. It just, I mean, the shock and the disbelief and the energy that I felt in that moment. I feel like if that is still trapped there in that tub and in that area, it might be worth it to try and see if we can tap into that, to see what may actually come from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the sun has descended now, and it is time for us to switch over to night vision and to grab the cameras, set them up, and to see what happens in some of these buildings when they're completely empty. So are you ready for abandonment? Oh, God. That was so close to my face.
I have actually been a customer of BetterHelp for a little over 2 years now, and I was able to get matched up with a therapist in like 20.
Yes, I am ready for abandonment. We have a lot of amazing different properties on the property here with a bunch of amazing stories to go along with them, and I think we should try to see if we can get something to happen.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's brave the bugs and investigate Tailem Town.
I hate Australia. Just for the bugs.
He loves Australia.
Everything else is nice, not the bugs.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, Dave, so we are getting ready to leave 3 of the buildings set up with cameras here in Tailem Town to see what paranormal activity happens when they are completely empty. Right now we're in the hotel, an area where Allison told us a very impactful story of an experience with the bathtub, which is just down this hallway, but also... That wasn't me. But also, this bar is set up in here, and the former owner actually had was apparently very religious and didn't like alcohol in pubs. So this bar right here being set up, they believe that may spike activity, it may incite activities. That's why we chose to set up the camera here. There's also a camera in the church, an area where they frequently have very physical activity. People have been touched, people have been pushed, but also very clear disembodied voices and sounds of people moving around in there have been picked up. Our third and final camera is set up in the Emporium, the only building that Allison said that she was nervous to go into by herself. We have a K2 meter, we have the EDI+, we have the Mel meter in there to see if there's any interaction with the EMF of that area. So let's leave this empty here for a little while and see what happens. You ready, Dave?
I'm behind the camera, but I'm more than ready.
Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
Before we get into any more of the evidence we capture in the church, it's important to point out that we do not believe the loud knocking sounds you'll hear are in any way paranormal. We believe the bats inside the church are causing these sounds. It's obvious the bats aren't shy about how much noise they're making because we even had one land on the camera. But as you will soon hear, we did capture something very strange in this church. And at about the halfway point of this abandonment, we'll capture a sound that has us and Haunted Horizons Ghost Tours scratching our heads.
I just want to say at this point, if you want to see more of these videos where I react to other people's content, let me know in the comments section. I have had some requests for me to keep on doing this, but if you'd like to see a specific video, let me know, and if I deem it appropriate, I will put it onto my channel. Thank you. By the way, you should subscribe to Paranormal Quest to see more videos. So many noises being picked up, wow. That was me. For those of you who do not know what a flux is, it can be used for a yes-no answer. So the green side is yes, the other side is no. It can be used as a yes-no, so the green side would be a yes for a question that's asked about a specific topic, and then the other side would be a no. So that's what a flux can also be used for.
This is one of the two sounds on abandonment that has puzzled us. It sounds like an old bell that would go on a trolley, bike, or even in a church. The distinct and rapid sound of metal on metal is very recognizable, and immediately made us contact Allison and Cag to see if there was any bell on the property of Talem Town that would make this sound. But their response left us even more puzzled. There are no bells in Talem.
Oh,
So what could this be?
my goodness.
A residual imprint left here in this church replaying itself? Someone trying to get our attention?
Pardon me.
Or something explainable? Take another listen and leave us a comment to let us know what you think.
It does sound like a bell though. Well, that's interesting. There's no bells there, so that's interesting.
And immediately after that strange bell sound, the church fell silent of all unexplainable occurrences. And the rest of the buildings did too, actually. For 15 minutes, that is, because at 45 minutes in the Emporium, we captured the strangest sound yet.
What's that? No idea what that is. That's interesting. Don't know what it is.
None of the paranormal equipment in this building vibrates, and there are no cell phones in here. So once again, we asked Allison and Cag, and they're stumped by this one too. Allison says, in the 12 years she's been investigating Talem Town, she has never heard or captured anything like this sound. So what could this be? What is violently vibrating against the countertop? If you have any ideas, let us know once again in the comments.
That is so unusual, because I've been on quite a few investigations at Talem Town. I've never heard that sound, ever. Never ever have I heard that sound, so that's puzzling. Very puzzling.
Ending.
head.
Hmm.
Right. We just have a one.
Strangled.
Oh.
Strangled. Frightened.
That's not.
One of the comments. Did you just whisper? I thought I heard a man whisper there. One of the houses that Peter used to build this was owned by a man who apparently was very violent and abusive towards his spouse. So that's very weird that we got the word strangled and frightened immediately as soon as we turned on the ghost tube.
Hmm.
What? Dave? Yeah. Did you just say something? No.
Brushing and flossing removes germs temporarily. Listerine destroys them. It's 5 times more effective than floss at reducing plaque above the gum line. Brush, floss, Listerine for better oral health.
I just heard a very clear man's voice through the Lucid headphones that I'm wearing right now. I'm going to replay this right now. What? What? These headphones record audio themselves. They have microphones built in, and we believe that they may be able to hear frequencies that our ears may not be able to hear. So I'm recording this simultaneously to a digital voice recorder for you all to listen to as well. And whatever I hear, you're going to hear as well. Hopefully we'll know whether or not that was something paranormal on that. Or at least something unexplainable or strange. Listen to that again. What? We'll find out whenever we listen back if that was something unexplainable or paranormal, because that sounded creepy. It sounded like a man's voice. I thought Dave talked. Yeah, whenever you were down there setting up the equipment and getting that camera set up to record it, I actually heard what sounded like a man's voice through the Lucid headphones, which was weird because we were just talking about how there's a male presence that's picked up on in this emporium because one of the houses apparently belonged to a man who was quite violent in the past in his life, especially towards women. And it was very strange because I thought you were talking, but you weren't. If there's anyone here with us. My name is Ryan, and this is Dave, and we've come a long way to be able to speak to you.
That was me.
We've heard a lot of things about Talem Town, about this land, about this place. We've heard there's an energy here that people have picked up on, people have felt, people have experienced. We would love it if you would come out and speak to us, move something, set one of these boxes off the lights, light up the lights, or do something to let us know that you're here. We heard there was a man here who liked to hurt his wife and likes to hurt women. Is that you? No. If there's something that you would like to tell us or you would like to show us, or even if you would like us to leave, all you have to do is give us a sign, a definitive sign that we won't mistake for something else. For example, Allison said that she saw in front of her eyes one of the mannequins fly across the room and hit the door. Whether it be the man who used to live in this house or whether it be
this shadowy figure that is seen moving throughout Talem Town. Show us that you're here.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. I love this video. These
Can you use
reactions.
the energy from the rain? To make a knocking sound somewhere in here?
Hello? Where is everyone? My name is Ryan. This is Dave. We've traveled so far to meet you. We're friends of Allison and Cags. And they've told us a lot about you.
What was that?
What?
I thought I just heard that door move right there. What was that? What was that?
What?
I'm not completely sure. I haven't been following them for that long, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how long they've been on YouTube. I'd say a while.
I thought I just heard that door move right there. Wow. There are so many bats in here.
Yeah.
Willpower can help you do amazing things, but even your willpower can use a little help now and then. Nicorette Quick Mist relieves nicotine cravings fast to help give more power to your willpower. Track your progress with the tracking app.
We've got some equipment on the bar down there on the countertop. There's a glowing light down there. Can you try and touch that and turn it on? You scared the hell out of me. Sorry, that bat was like right in my face.
God, the lucids work.
I'm gonna actually close the screen. I pulled out the viewfinder.
Okay.
Just to keep the bats at bay.
Whew.
Sorry.
That's okay. God, that was loud. It's weird that the ghost tube has been silent.
Yeah, the entire time.
Let's move back down to this room at the end, right down here with all the mannequins, because that was where it started to speak. Oh, careful.
So once this video is done, I'm going to end the live stream. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for the $5 super chat. It is really appreciated. You have no idea how much that helps me out. Yeah, greatly appreciated. And thanks for commenting and interacting with me.
Careful of the REM pod there. Yeah, and this fence is right here. Okay.
Hello? Did a bat just fly right by me?
Yeah, it almost landed on your head.
Wow. I felt the breeze. We may have to move to a new area here.
Yeah.
I'd love to experience the energy and activity of the Emporium, but it's a little hairy in here right now. Right now, being that it is so busy, it's a high traffic area right now. Quite literally, we are sharing this building right now with about 7 to 10 bats that are flying around us, and that makes it very hard to investigate and to capture evidence when you're not quite sure if there is any contamination. Because if there's a sound, we can't prove that it's not a bat.
Right.
So if there's something that happens, if something moves, we can't prove that it's not a bat. So you want to pack this stuff up and move to an area maybe that is a little bit more free of contamination?
Yeah, let's gather everything up, see if we can find somewhere new to go, because unfortunately, like you said, there are just one too many bats in here. Okay, so we are getting ready to start the Estes session. I'm going to be out here, and Ryan's going to be in the bathroom there, in the bathtub, where Allison told us about a very, very peculiar story. So he's going to do a little bit of an Estes session while sitting in that bathtub. Just as soon as he is ready, we will get started.
It's really, really good. I mean, I love Paranormal Quest, honestly. Thank you for requesting me to react to their channel, because it is appreciated, and I will be doing more of these soon. Yep, definitely.
All right. Okay. I'm rolling.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me, Ryan? All right. I'm going to be speaking to the spirits, if there are any here in the house. My name is Dave, and my friend Ryan is in the bathroom there in the tub, which sounds weird, but I'm going to be asking questions, and I'd like for you to answer me through the radio that Ryan has in there with him. So if you could you please tell me what your name is? If you're here, can you please come out and speak with us? We would love to hear from you. Would love to know a little bit about you and your story.
Yes, I have given them a shout out quite a few times during the live stream. I always do when I'm watching somebody else's content, so yeah, definitely have.
No or never sounded like a woman's voice.
Did something awful happen to you in that bathtub? Ma'am, if you're here, you can come out and talk to me, or Ryan. Neither one of us are here to cause you any trouble. We would simply just love to talk with you. Is the man who owned this house here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir, so if you are here, what is your name?
Yes.
Please tell me your name.
Or best.
Did you die in this house?
After.
You died after you lived in this house? Is that what you mean?
Correct.
Correct. Wow.
Yeah.
My friend and I have come all the way from the United States to be here and talk to you.
What?
Have you ever been to the United States? And since we have come such a long way, it would mean a lot to me if you would come out and speak. We were told that there's a shadow of a man that's in this hallway here from time to time. Is that you?
Who?
The shadow of a man has been seen in this hallway. Is that you? There's a glowing, flashing light on the floor in the hallway. Can you go up and try and touch it? If you can do that, it'll let me know that you're here.
Make your own stuff.
Get real. Try new mushroom.
What about the woman, the girl who died in the tub? Are you still attached to that tub?
Tell me. It's true. I couldn't make that out. There was like a full sentence there, but...
Could you repeat yourself to my friend?
Thank you for the likes. Thank you. It all helps get my channel out more. Thank you.
Can you try and turn on that flashing light in the hallway so I know?
I'm not hearing anything.
Remember, you can use the radio that my friend has in the bathroom in there to communicate.
Dave.
Yes?
I turned it off.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ryan just finished up with the Estes session. Not much was coming through. But what did come through could have been relevant to the questions that I was asking. Other than that, it's been quite quiet here at Talem Town tonight. We're hoping on this last session we can get something to happen. You ready, Ryan?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. Okay, so here we are in the church, and we're going to give this one final shot here tonight, guys. It's been kind of quiet, and but you have that on investigations, you know. It's not always 100% activity all the time. So you have on nights, you have off nights, but we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. You ready?
I'm ready. One of the
Cat ball.
Whoa.
I've really enjoyed doing this reaction. Honestly, I have. I love doing reaction videos. I haven't done many on this channel, but I want to make this a permanent thing so I can get more content up that people are interested in for me to react to. So if you would like to see more videos like this, as I've said, let me know and I will definitely make it possible. As I said, if I deem it appropriate, because there's certain things I won't show on this channel. So, yeah.
Box.
Box. Wait, listen. I thought I just heard a child's voice. Really?
Can you knock that ball off of that pew?
Whoa. Push it right off of there, please.
I said no.
Wow.
They don't want to do that.
I said yes, please. Correction on what I thought was a child's voice. I think it's a bird outside. Okay.
This is an area where Allison had told us that people have been pushed, people have been shoved.
I just heard something back here.
I did too.
Can you see this blinking
Yeah.
light on the table here?
Sassy mode definitely on there.
If you can you try and touch it so it'll let us know you're here? My name is Dave and this is Ryan. Can you tell us your name? If this is the child, we brought these toys for you to play with. If you walk up to them and you touch them, lights will turn on and it'll make noise. I'm going to turn on this box here very shortly. You did say box through that, and I want you to talk to us.
Oh, I have many favourite YouTube channels. Number 1 being Paranormal Quest. Number 2, Angry Grandma. Oh, there's too many to mention. Yeah, that'll be a longer video. I'll do a separate one for that.
Through this. Check this out over here. Got some music. If you walk through the door here, it'll play a song.
Electrify. Hunguk Tire.
With MYOB, you can do your inventory and accounting workflow all in one place. So the good news is, you don't have to clone yourself anymore. Unleash your potential with the MYOB Business Management Platform.
Come on, we have so many different things. Scott.
There are 850 words in GhostTube's dictionary that it can say. And out of those words, there are many names. And yet, this is the only name that came through GhostTube all night.
Come on, we have so many different things.
And in this moment, we didn't know how relevant it was to Talem Town. Scott was the owner's grandson, who basically grew up helping his grandfather in the village. But sadly, 6 years ago, Scott tragically passed away. His memory lives on here at Talem Town, and with all those who knew him. And we send our deepest condolences to his entire family.
And I did ask what your name was earlier, so are you saying your name is Scott? Scott, if that's your name, if you walk up to this thing, what was that? Sounded like something on that window. Could have been the bat, but... Scott, if your name is Scott, can you touch this? Oh, wrong one. Touch that side if your name is not Scott. If it is Scott, do that and it'll turn on. The one to my left is green and the one to my right is red. So if your name is Scott, or if your name is something else, you can answer by touching whatever lights.
I'm leaving.
You okay? Yeah. There's a lot of wing flapping going on in here. Yeah. Seems to be a common theme. It does. 'Tis the time of year. Yes, it is. For the winged creatures. Peter gave us permission to be in here. So we'd love if you would come out and talk to us. I'm going to turn this box on now, and I tell you what. I'm going to sit down.
Disagree. How?
Disagree how? I'm going to go ahead and sit down right here. And you can walk up and sit right next to me. And you can try and use this box right here in my hand to speak to us.
My name's Ryan. This is Dave. What's your name? Is anyone here for a church service? Who is it that likes to push people in here? Shove people?
Come on out and talk with us, please.
Very quiet.
Did you go to church here?
Well, we're gonna have to go here soon, and that means our night's gonna be winding to an end here. Heard so much about Talem Town over the years. Heard so much about you. I want to thank you for allowing me to come in here and actually getting a chance to sit in these pews with you, or stand in these other buildings with you. I also hope you find peace. Well, guys, we want to thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you made it this far, you are a true champion and a true part of the Paranormal Quest family. Hit that like button down below and make sure you share this video with your friends and family, because that helps us more than you know. It helps keep us on the road, and it helps support this Paranormal Quest. Make sure if you're new here, you subscribe to the channel, because we'd love to bring you along for the ride on our Paranormal Quest to some of the most haunted places in the world. Until next time, we'll see you later on our Paranormal Quest.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
I want to thank you all for watching the video with me. Thank you so much for leaving the comments. I'm going to end the stream here. And take care, everybody. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Bye.